I feel like I don't even know you anymore. You break curfew. You don't answer your phone. And look what you did to your mother's car. What were you thinking? This isn't you. How much is that gonna cost? Look at this.
Yo, you left this at the party last night.
North Little Rock High School offers a world-class education. World-class with an international baccalaureate program, one of only 5 in Arkansas. A program that gives college-bound students an edge. North Little Rock High with a medical professions program that sets students on a path to medical careers. North Little Rock High with a state-of-the-art television production center teaching our students real-world skills. And North Little Rock High with fine arts education that stretches the creative limits of our young students. 2 campuses with 1 great program.
Welcome to the good news. With me today, I have my boss, so I'll be on my best behavior, Mr.
Me?
Kirschville.
Oh.
No, not you.
Oh.
Mr. Kirschville. He is enjoying being on TV so much. I think this is about your 4th appearance, 4th or 5th this year, isn't it?
The last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been more than before.
Yeah. So he's going to be our guest today, and we're
That's right.
both going to get to visit with Mr. Kirschville.
We want to welcome you back to the good news. Today's very important.
Yes.
With the election date coming up very quickly.
Yes, it is.
We're here once again to talk about the DLR project and the tax that will be coming up for a vote. And that's something that's going to be one of the biggest things that I can remember in my last 42 years that's going to take place in this city and what it can do for not only the children of this city, but everybody's children's children.
Yes.
And so it's great to have him here to talk about this. And I know a lot of people may already know this, or they may not. How did this DLR project get started, actually?
Oh, actually, this is something that's been on the mind of the school board for several years, at least in the 7 years that I've been as superintendent. And there's definitely a need in our district to upgrade our facilities. Our newest facility was built in 1969. That was the East Campus and Rose City Middle School. Most of our buildings were built during the 50s and the 60s, and actually dating back as far as 1925, I guess, with the main building at Park Hill is our oldest building. So there's a need out there of upgrading our facilities, the education that we need to deliver today, and our teachers do an outstanding job, but when you have buildings that are 50, 60 years old, it's hard to adapt to today's technology and needs that we have in the classroom.
Well, I know I'm very excited about this, even though my girls will not be able to see this project through and get to attend school in the new buildings. One of mine's graduated and the other one is too old, but it's just such an asset, like you said, Terry, not just for our kids, but for our grandkids, for our whole community, our business community. It's such an advantage for all of us in this community. And one thing that we are talking about is informing everyone today about the millage increase, which is February the 14th, 2012, and that's something we want to inform everyone about. But that's just a small portion of money that will fund this plan.
And I learned something one of our last, or 2 shows ago about that, and I was under the understanding that this millage itself was going to fund this DLR project and all the changes, and I learned that that's not the case. And obviously, people, before they vote on a tax, they want to know where their money's going to go. They want to know that there's a plan in place. And so where is all the money coming from? I know it's not just the millage tax now.
No, the millage actually will pay, I believe it's about 27% of the overall cost, the projected cost, $265 million. And the other 2 sources are the ones that, like I said, most people might not be aware of. First is what's called State Facility Division money. And this is money that comes to us from the state for facilities. This money did not exist before 2005. And the legislature does provide this money to help with schools with school facilities. And on new construction in North Little Rock, they'll pay up to 41% of the project. So all total, we're projecting 66.6 million, or about 25% of the total project would come from that division. The other main component is facility savings in our operations. We will be moving from 21 campuses to 13 campuses, so there's a significant savings by consolidating services. About 125 million of the total project would come from operational savings, and that's generally staffing savings and just operational savings. Again, these old buildings are inefficient. Heating and air are not what we need them to be. Windows and stuff need to be replaced, and rather than keep maintaining these old buildings, which we're spending several $millions a year just maintaining the buildings, we want to take that money and then use it for new facilities. So there's really three sources that are going to fund the project.
And I know with parents, as a parent and as a taxpayer, I always think, okay, what does that mean to me? So we've broken that down in informational purposes for a home of $100,000, about how much would that
$12.33, I believe, is the exact amount a month. Yes, and you know, that's one of the things that I believe we all need to look at this as an opportunity to increase the value of our homes, and that's the way I look at it. In that, throughout the city, having new school facilities is something which will enhance our city and certainly each of the communities, and hopefully increase property values.
I'm glad you said that. You talked about the different communities. I know, Terry, you grew up in Rose City, and I grew up in a different part of town, and that's something that you were very adamant about, and the consultants have been very prudent about, making sure our whole community, the whole city, and all the different communities within North Little Rock, that we all benefited.
Right. One of the things I think we did very well in this project is work with the DLR group out of Kansas. They're educational planners. They're nationally recognized, and they came in last year, and as you well know, we spent many nights last year in public meetings, and I think we lost track somewhere around 50 that we had.
Seems like we had double that.
But we got a lot of input from the community as to what we actually wanted, and again, one thing that was very clear from those meetings is that we wanted to touch all parts of the community, and parity and equity were certainly the things very prominent on the community's mind, and that's certainly incorporated in the plan.
Right. We're very lucky about that. I know, based on the different parts of the community, the new facilities that will be built in our elementary schools, we've talked about that, and then something that will be great. Terry, I know you're still involved in athletics as much as you can be at 42 years old, but I'm not. But I'm glad that we had that, and we will have equity across the board in our elementary schools and also in our middle schools, because now we'll just have one middle school 6 through 8 and one high school 9 through 12.
Right.
And that's something that came from our parent meetings.
Yes, certainly did.
So we're really excited about that. I know we don't have a lot of time today to go into specifics, but we do have all the information on our website for parents to look at the different renderings and the information.
There's a lot of information.
A lot of information on the website, yeah.
And as I said, I think it's so important for, if people are getting this information from this show or from your website, but wherever you're getting your information from, I just think people need to be encouraged to make sure you're educated about the facts of this tax, where the money's coming from, where it's going to go, and you know what it's going to do to your property value, and then weigh that against the future of our kids and grandkids, as she was saying, and so you can make an informed decision.
And that's true, Terry, in any election. I think it's our role is to make sure that information is out there for everyone. And again, we've gone through great efforts to get that information out. And certainly if people have questions, again, can look at our website or contact Shara or me, and we can answer whatever questions are out there.
We're glad to do it. I know you've spent a lot of time talking to all of our staff. I don't know if you knew, Mr. Kirschell's visited every school in our district and made presentations to all the staff, the teachers and all the staff in our schools, and tried to inform them. And I think that's very good to do that first. So, and I know our staff,
Well, it's such a large, comprehensive project. There's a lot of information out there, and certainly we wanted our staffs to be very knowledgeable of the plan so that they could answer questions also.
But questions come up every day, and there are still people that say, oh, I didn't realize the project had such a big, it was of such magnitude, and the high school is gonna be a new high school, it's gonna be a new facility. And we also have information on our website, and I know you and I have had several discussions about should we renovate or build a new one? Is it really gonna be that much more expensive? And we did some cost comparisons, and that information is very interesting to people. So we can have state-of-art facility, the technology. That's something that we will just, you know, you can have the technology, but if you do not have the infrastructure to support it, it's of no value to you. So we will have that in the school district.
Yes, we will.
So we're very excited, and I know that you've worked very hard on it. And how many years have you been in education?
This is my 40th year.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not gonna make you tell how old you are, but I know
But
that's
the
gotta
other
be
thing is,
rewarding.
most of the buildings we talk about were here before I was.
That's gotta be very rewarding though, at the end.
Well, this is
Toward the end
certainly
of- yeah.
an exciting time, and again,
Yeah.
it's something that I think the future of North Little Rock will certainly be enhanced by this.
Well, I'm glad to be a part of it, and I know you are very glad to be a part of it, and you have grandchildren here, so, and you have always been very supportive, so.
Right.
Thank you for coming on the
Okay,
show.
thank you all very much, appreciate it.
Okay.
We'll be right back on the good news.
Smoking weed hurts more than just you.
North Little Rock High School offers a world-class education. World-class with an international baccalaureate program, one of only 5 in Arkansas. A program that gives college-bound students an edge. North Little Rock High with a medical professions program that sets students on a path to medical careers. North Little Rock High with a state-of-the-art television production center teaching our students real-world skills. And North Little Rock High with fine arts education that stretches the creative limits of our young students. 2 campuses with 1 great program.
Well, welcome back to the good news, Shara. I think once again, I know we're talking about something that we've talked about many, many times
Yeah.
before, but the date for the people to vote is coming up very quickly, and
It is.
I mean, I think it's extra important for us to continue to educate people
It is
about
very
the
important.
process and about what this is going to do possibly for our community.
It's a great thing, real excited. I'm glad Mr. Kirschpool could come on today and talk
Absolutely.
about it. And like I said with him, it's an exciting time for not just our school district, but our entire community of North Little Rock. So I'm really excited about February 14th, 2012. It'll be here before you know it, less than 2 months away.
Well, Christmas break is here now, almost here.
Yep.
And we actually just finished our polar bear plunge, which was, if you were not there, it was fantastic. I'm thankful Coach Sandifer brought some people out from the school. They raised like $1,000, and they presented us a big check. They actually plunged, so that was great. We did have some kids from the high school that were there and participated. And once again, the event I know for sure already has raised over $40,000, and we still have money coming in. So I want to thank the school district and those people that came out, and just everyone in the community that came out and supported the police department, but more importantly supported Special Olympics Arkansas.
Special Olympics is a great cause, and the North Rock PD really steps up to the plate with Special Olympics. So.
We try.
And we
try.
appreciate what you do for Special Olympics, Terry. I know you're very involved with that.
Well, look forward to seeing you again on next week or next month, I guess I should
Yes,
say, not
next
next
month,
week.
that's right.
Time's flying, and we'll see you next month on the Good News.
Merry Christmas.